Hey guys, JVB here. This is a super quick update just to let you know what happened the past, I don't know, week, I guess. I went to New York from the 4th of April until the 10th. I was supposed to come back on the 8th, but I couldn't get a flight back home. It was my first experience flying standby, and I mean, on the way out to New York, it was amazing. I got the first flight, 6 a.m. in the morning. Awesome. Saturday coming back, I got to the airport at 5:30, something like that. They took my freaking Victoria's Secret spray from me, which they let me in with in LA, and in Newark they didn't. Some people just want to be assholes, I swear to God. Like, I guess it really depends on who you get, because the other people didn't even care. Whatever. I kind of figured it might happen. But then I spent all day I call it gate hopping. We called it gate hopping. I met a lot of cool people actually that were doing the same thing. So we were hopping from one gate to the next gate, and it was never just like close by. Once in a while it was close by, but usually it was like all the way on the other side. So I learned a lot about the Newark airport. And I mean, it was just like a pain in the ass. Saturday, they were turning away so many people at the airport. I was flying United, and yeah, we all know what just happened with United Airlines when they dragged the guy off the plane. I mean, that's freaking insane. That's just really insane. I can't even be that mad because I'm on standby. I know that, you know, I get on if there's a seat available. But man, if I was already in the plane and you dragging me out, that's just fucked up. That's just not cool. Yeah, so regardless, that really sucks. For me, it kind of sucked too, but it's not that bad, considering all things considered. But yeah, all Saturday I couldn't get back home to LA, which sucked. I was so want to get back home. They told me Sunday is totally booked out too, and they have so many people on standby. I mean, I went from number 6 on the standby list to number like 25, like in an hour. And then at the end I was like in the 30s, and I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna get on. But I'd waited until the last flight anyway. So I got back Monday morning, and gate hopping again. The same people that I met on Saturday came back on Monday as well. It was crazy. And I'm really mad we didn't like do a video together or like a picture together. It would have been really cool because we all kind of became friends, you know, at least temporary friends. It was really fun sharing stories and just, you know, can you get on? Maybe you'll get on, you know, oh, you're number 5. You're really close. It was kind of cool. But so on Monday, yeah, I got the 7:18 flight, which is my birthday, July 18th. So I knew I'm gonna get that flight, and honestly I was the last one to get on that flight, and I was so happy I cried because I was there on Monday, like from 5:30 on. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning, and besides that, I swear there was something weird going on in the air, because I woke up at 3 in the morning, and my phone was working, and I was like, okay, that's just weird, but whatever. I was too tired to care. I'm like, I'll just restart it. So I just turned it off and restarted it. Well, when I got up at 3:45, which I had to get up early anyway, it turns out my phone had to be restored. So I had like my boarding pass on my phone. You know how we have everything on our phones, right? And the worst of all of that was that my project, No Strangers New York City, I was interviewing people from New York City about living in the city, about, you know, how hard or how easy it is to make friends, to build relationships, and all of that. I was like recording street noise, kids crying, you know, New York City street, just like noise from New York City, and all of that was gone. Thankfully, my videos and my pictures, I saved them. You know, when I plugged my phone in to charge it, it saved it to my pictures. It does it automatically, and I backed it up. And for some reason, I thought that it would back up everything else, my you know, voice notes. So I lost all my voice notes, which really sucks. So I'm turning the project around. I ended up actually recording a lot of noise at the airport. Not what I intended to do. And I guess I just have to go back to New York City and do the whole thing again. A lot of people, it was really interesting because a lot of people were not comfortable doing video interviews, so it was all voice notes. The only thing I have is like some pictures with those people. And I feel so bad too because I told them about the project. I gave them my, my social media info. So if you were one of the people, please leave a message below, or send me an email when I come back out. It would be so cool to meet up again. I want you to be involved in this. So please, if you can, do it, please, when I come back. And I will let you know when I come back. Because that was the biggest bummer, really. Flying standby, I mean, I have never done it, and it was really inexpensive because I have a friend who put me on her husband's list, family plan for the whole year, and it's a really amazing deal you get. But of course, like I always say, nothing is for free, right? There's always a price you pay. So I definitely learned that if I do this again, I have to make sure that I don't have to be anywhere within the next couple of days from the day I intend on, going out of town, or go wherever I'm going or coming back, because it can happen that you don't get the flight. Of course, supposedly it was also bad timing because there was the spring break going on, but still, I mean, I don't understand how airlines overbook every freaking flight. Every flight was completely overbooked. And again, I'm on standby. I understand what I got myself into. That's on me. But for all the people, I felt so bad because they seriously turned people away with tickets. They were like, sorry, you can't get on the flight. we're overbooked. And I think they actually drew names. I don't even know how they exactly decided who's not going to get on the flight and who gets on the flight. But it was just really, really strange and a really crazy experience. I have to say, I mean, it was... I know the Newark airport now. I could actually be a guide at the Newark airport. I really know the airport now, and it's a huge airport, and it's actually a really nice airport. I recorded some footage of the bars, and I mean the tablets on the... It's just crazy how everybody's just like has their own tablet and they swipe their cards. So why am I even like giving anybody a tip for what? You know what I mean? I mean, if your job is to bring me the food, right? So I mean, it's just crazy in a way. So I got to know the airport quite a bit, and at the end of my trip, I was really sick and tired of the airport. I tell you that. My feet were hurting. I was tired, and you could never really relax because by the time you're waiting until everybody's in the plane and the plane is completely, there's no more chance of you getting on the plane, then you already have to look where the next flight is going to, what gate, and transfer. Usually they transfer you over, but so it was just like. I was super tired because I hardly slept, and all day, so you don't really get a chance to nap because you have to pay attention. Am I on the list? Where am I on the list? Are they calling my name? They also call your name. A lot of times they call names not over the speaker, so you have to be really close to them to make sure that you hear your name, otherwise you're screwed. So it was a very interesting experience. Well, I'm back home in Los Angeles finally, and I'm finishing my album. I finally get to finish my album. I still haven't decided if it's going to be an EP or an album. I will say for certain it's probably going to be. I just said I don't know, and now I say for certain. I don't make any sense. I'm still kind of tired. I was like up for 24 hours when I came back. I haven't slept for 24 hours. And then I went straight back to work on Tuesday, and today is Wednesday, so I'm still a bit like out of it. Yeah, so I'm assuming that I'm going to do the EP for the reason that it's easier to finish 5 songs than trying to finish 10 songs or 12 songs. Even though I have them, they're really close to finished, but they need some more tweaking than others. So I probably do like 2 EPs, one hopefully within the next couple of weeks, and then the next one shortly after that. Sorry for being so, inconsistent here on YouTube. I'm really trying my best to be more consistent. I'm working on it. So please give me a break. And I will be doing a lot of more talking, I think, than and sharing some music. I might even change the channel. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do all this yet, but just stay tuned. There's clips of new music coming up very soon, within the probably next week. And for now, have an awesome rest of the week, and if you fly standby, make sure that you bring a lot of time and comfortable clothes and comfortable shoes and patience. So I'm curious, Any of you ever did this whole standby flying thing? What was your experience? I'm curious. Like, did you like it? Are you still doing it? Because at some point I thought, okay, this is just not working for me. Like, I want to get on the plane and I want to be home or be at the place I want to go to when I was planning on being there. But you know, as it turns out, some people who had tickets didn't get there either, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. But yeah, I was really, at some point I was just like fed up. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit, you know, 3 days, like I can't go home. And it's the worst feeling when you can't go home. And it's not like LA and New York are so close that, you know, you could just like rent a car and go with the car. No, it's like, it's far. we thought about it, like a bunch of us. We're like, oh, let's just like rent a car, or let's just like take the train. And we did like all our options, and everything would have taken a long time, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, I would love to know, have you done this before? What was your experience? How do you feel about it? I mean, it's definitely an adventure, that's for sure. But it does suck if you don't have anyone in that town, because then you have to kind of sleep at the airport, stay at the airport. And there were quite a few people who like spent the night there, or a couple nights there. It's crazy. So let me know. I'm curious, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye. Mwah.